Hello everyone, my name is Jashn Ohri and I'll be your Hindi guide. So now let's start from the beginning. And by beginning, I literally mean the beginning. Let's start. Hindi Introductory. Origins of Hindi. The Hindi language is a direct descendant of Sanskrit and dates back to 769 AD. The Hindi language gained prominence over time, known initially as Old Hindi and spoken in the areas around Delhi. It is the earliest stage of the Delhi dialect, serving as the ancestor both for modern Hindi and Urdu. This first version of the language was written in the Devanagari script. Between the 8th and 10th century, during the time of Islamic invasions and the formation of Muslim control in northern India, the Afghans, Persians, and Turks adopted Old Hindi as a shared tongue of interaction with the local populace around Delhi. With time, the language evolved and adopted loanwords from Arabic and Persian. They account for around 25% of Hindi vocabulary today. Speaking and learning Hindi as a first language was popular in the 13th and the 15th centuries. Around the same time that early Hindi writing in literature surfaced, examples of famous literature written in the Hindi language include Prithviraj Raso and the works of Amir Khusrau. This version of the language went by several different names over the years, including Hindi, Hindustani, Dahlavi, and Hindavi, or more simply, the language of India. Modern Hindi, modern Hindi language. The modern version of the Hindi language didn't emerge until the end of the 18th century, and it officially wasn't made the language of India until 1950. After receiving official status, the government of India started standardizing grammar and orthography to improve uniformity in Hindi writing. The number of people learning Hindi also increased as the language was used for official publications. Before the Hindi language gained official status, the official language used in British India was Urdu. The Urdu language is another descendant of the Delhi dialect, but it is written using a Persian script and was mainly used by the elite and courts. However, there was a push against Urdu after the War of Independence in 1857 against the British East India Company to replace it with the Hindus' own language, Hindi. In 1900s, the government of India granted both the Hindi language and Urdu language equal status. Hindi soon became the primary source for formal vocabulary, but there was still a divide. Gandhi proposed combining languages using the Persian and Devanagari script as Hindustani. However, the formation of the Indian Constitution in 1950 saw modern Hindi replace Urdu. The Hindi language is written in a script known as Devanagari and is widely used across India to write many languages, including Sanskrit, Marathi, Boro, Konkani, and of course Hindi. It contains 11 vowels and 33 consonants and is not entirely phonetic. This makes Hindi writing one of the more challenging features of the language for non-native speakers. Romanization of the language of India has made learning Hindi somewhat easier. The government of India has started transliterating Hindi written in Devanagari into the Latin alphabet known as Hinglish. Hinglish is also the dominant form of the language online. In fact, the rise of technology is one significant driver of the shift in the Hindi writing system. Keyboards and phones are much better equipped for writing Latin letters than intricate Devanagari characters. Nevertheless, Devanagari remains the official script for the Hindi language. This writing system is also what sets Hindi apart from other related languages such as Urdu. When speaking Hindi and Urdu, the two languages sound very similar, yet written different versions are not mutually intelligible. While Hindi is written in Devanagari, Urdu is written in a Persian Arabic script called Nastaliq. Geographical distribution. Hindi is not the sole language of India. There are 22 official languages in the country. However, the Hindi language is the lingua franca of northern India and the most widely spoken, with 40% to 55 of the population speaking Hindi as a first or second language. The language is extensively spoken throughout cities like Mumbai, Chandigarh, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, and Hyderabad. Hindi language speakers in India can be roughly divided into two major dialect groups, Eastern Hindi and Western Hindi. Eastern Hindi primarily consists of Awadhi, Bagheli, and Chhattisgarhi dialects. Haryanvi and Braj Bhasha, Bundeli, Kanuja, and Kharaboli are the Western Hindi dialects. Hindi writing is consistent across dialects, but there are phonological and pronunciation differences. The Hindi language is not only used in India either. The second largest group of Hindi speakers are in Nepal, along with 6,500 6,50,000 speakers in the US and 4,50,000 speakers in the Mauritius, Fiji, Guyana, Suriname, South Africa, Trinidad and Tobago also classify Hindi as a minority language. Besides, as more people are learning Hindi, the distribution of speakers is increasing. Thank you.